Your time is 10 minutes after 6 o'clock. It's Morning Barbados. As promised, we're getting into the world of technology first and foremost, and that means our guest is Steve Fung. But he's been very busy in recent weeks preparing for a special conference which you've been hearing about. As we speak of technology, it has brought about so many changes. In fact, last Friday, the second annual Social Media Summit took place at the Lloyd Erskine Sandiford Conference Center. And Morning Barbados contributor and summit organizer Steve Fung, sounds really important. He was critical to this, yes. He was also one of the presenters, so let's take a look at this clip.
Most marketing individuals should at least seek some level of training in social media, because new media marketing is taking over, and it doesn't just envelop social media, it goes well into mobile marketing, you have QR code marketing, you have now Microsoft is launching their tag system.
I found the social media summit to be very informative and educational in terms of learning about the different social media platforms that you can use to engage your customers and really keeping your brand top of mind.
You're saying because of the ability to target people, it doesn't matter then if you're big or small, like certain ads in terms of consumers, like if it's a known brand, you happen to see the ad and you may be interested, you may click on it, but if it's an unknown brand, you're saying it doesn't matter because it's so targeted.
These are the type of innovative ideas that you get from new media marketing that will stick with people, and they'll be novel. People say, oh, this is cool, or this is, I would have never saw this before, but you have this guy or girl in short pants and up flares. I would look at the girl and I would throw away her flare. Okay? So traditional marketing is honestly, it's not irrelevant, but you have to have new media marketing in there to keep it fresh.
We are very much into behavioral change and promoting preventative care, in that, we appreciate that non-communicable diseases are really responsible for the, what plagues the Caribbean, diabetes and that kind of thing. And, we do a lot of different outreaches, and this would be a good way to get information out there that, to stop this whole thing, to stop diabetes and that kind of thing, you need to change your behavior. You need to cut down your sugar, you need to exercise, and to building a relationship with our clients, with our patients, with, Barbados would allow us to get that information out there, to sensitize them even more. For some reason, they don't seem to be paying much attention to the newspaper ads. So let's go a different way. Let's try social media and see if, we can attack them that way.
So it's all about utilizing and integrating these tools into your social offerings and your, we use the word atmosphere. Introduce them in the atmosphere.
I actually don't have a technical background, but I found that the way in which the information was relayed was in a way that whether you were technical or not, you could understand. And you were able to ask any question to the different presenters and they answered adequately.
Vilio Hammer, one of the presenters at the Social Media Summit, addressed the topic of social media and Wi-Fi. Mr. Hammer examined a number of ways that coffee shops and restaurants can increase local and tourist traffic to these enterprises.
Wi-Fi and tourism are very connected, because any person who is first time on Barbados should want to make videos and pictures and immediately share those emotions with relatives at home. And definitely they stay for longer on cafe or restaurant, which offers connectivity.
I thought it was very good. It was an eye-opener, because I appreciate that to build relationships, social media is a really great and effective tool and cheap. And I guess in our environment, that's what people need, something that's inexpensive, effective, and all that, impactful. Don't forget that part. So I really enjoyed the seminar.
Impactful is definitely an important word, a key word there, and impact is what you want to create if you have got a business. So let's say hello to Steve Fung in the flesh. Hello, welcome to Morning Barbados.
Good morning, and thank you.
Yeah, now it's your turn to say welcome to me.
Welcome back.
Thank you very much. But that was very interesting. It was short, but quite informative. And one of the things coming out there is that you really could gain a lot by utilizing social media and being aware of the value of the space that you're in. What do you say to that?
Well, definitely, the value of social media is well beyond, I guess, average what you would comprehend just on first glance. It appears at first just to be a tool for teenagers and people that want to challenge and get along, but it is a prime real estate for you to establish a storefront or even show yourself as a business, even as for CRM, customer service, or whatever.
Right.
People always businesses are usually very, you know, scared. There's a lot of stigma about going on the social media space. There's general fear and stigma, but realistically, as I always tell people, you're on there already. People are already talking about you, and be it positive or negative, you want to be there to at least defend yourself or at least to accept any compliments there. So not being there to address the situation, it may go out of hand and you may find yourself in the papers for some unpleasantries.
So you need to be able to represent.
Yes, definitely.
Whatever happens. Now, social media is clearly not going away, so what do you want to say about how it has impacted business across the world?
Well, a lot of the larger businesses in the world have established themselves on Facebook. You see Coca-Cola's page doing very well, Heineken, they're actually a Facebook partner. Just about every large business, large corporation in the world has established itself on Facebook. And this should be a model for any business that wants to or aspires to be profitable. It should follow suit. Smaller businesses as well, you find them establishing themselves in the social media space. Last year when I first wanted to do the summit, the Saddlers, the little carnival, the mini carnival, they were starting out, and they started with a very large social media push, and that got them a lot of attention. They were present on Facebook. They were doing a lot of the content that they were providing on their offerings were very rich, and it drew people to them. And through social media, they grew very largely.
I'm sure Toni Thorne would stand by that, the social media. And she did say that was pretty much her main source of putting the word out there. And it is important to know who your audience is. Our audience is changing because people who've been in business for a longer time and maybe a little older may be thinking that, oh, that's something for young people. Yes, young people understand more the value of it because they've grown into it. But have you seen a bridging of the gap in terms of age ranges of people utilizing the benefits of social media?
Well, it has changed between last year and this year. Last year, the largest growing group of Facebook persons were people between the ages of 45 to 60. Now it's women between the ages of 35 to 50. And what you find is that the largest group of people on Facebook are between the ages of 25 and 45. So you have, you debunk the myth of it being for teenagers, etc. It's actually more adults that are prime target for businesses, people that are employed and spend money, which should be perfect targets for businesses.
Yes. If you're going to go about marketing your business mainly through social media or as a side marketing thing, but it should be, I think, kept as one of the main means of marketing and reaching a broader audience. But if you're going to do that for your business, what are some things that the individual should keep in mind to make sure that it constantly is reputable and, you know, I would imagine maintained?
Well, the first and the most important thing is content is king. We wouldn't want you to have a Facebook page and you post, the stuff you post on it, which will be the content, is not relevant or not applicable to your page, because then it's going to be considered spam.
Right.
Especially if you put too much stuff on there, people are going to they're going to unfriend you or unlike your group, and you will have lost that lead. You tend to keep content that's engaging, that's free on social media spaces, or even generally. People don't like ads.
Right.
We like to come online, we like to, you know, chill, we like to
Stop
chat with
the
friends,
pop-ups.
watch videos. So if you're coming on the social media space and you're just putting a lot of ads out there, people are going to tend to withdraw from your offering. But if you mix content, you put some informative videos, you give the user something free, even if you use incentive marketing or celebrity marketing.
So engage them.
You engage them directly, because social media is the ability to have a conversation with your base, your clientele, something that you will never have before in other mediums.
Okay. In that clip, we have just under 2 minutes left now, but in the clip, Mr. Heimer, he was talking about Barbadians should be anxious to utilize it and show off their country. What does that mean to social media?
Well, he has a very powerful product, or the concept of Wi-Fi that is free. In his country, it's 100% Wi-Fi coverage. But essentially, this thing is free, and what it does is if I walk into Care Shepherd or any store, it pops up an ad. So this ad, they call it a doorway, and the door has best get information or offer. And this is essentially different businesses will have these these doorways, and when you enter the business, you get the free Wi-Fi, but at the same time you get a marketing push from them. But this allows people, especially tourists, that are coming to the island for the first time and they want to share their experience. They want to say, well, hey, I just entered this beautiful place, or I saw this beautiful thing. They want to take a picture, record a video, share it back with their friends and family. They can do that right away, which is very important for tourism, as well as marketing on the whole for businesses.
Yeah, so social media is good, people. Just use it right, get a little more familiar with it so you understand how it really works, and don't be afraid to ask for help. Certainly you can do so from Steve Fung. He is our consultant when it comes to technology. You can reach him at www.stevefung.net. Did I get it right?
Yes, you did.
Another conference coming soon, anytime?
Some workshops to follow from the conference, but we're on track for next year.
Okay, we'll talk about that more next Monday in the world of technology. Thanks, Steve. We'll take a short break, and then we'll talk more. RBC will tell you what they're up to.